We all know the story. Adam and Eve, the first humans. Cain and Abel, the first brothers, and the first murder. But there's one question almost no one talks about. Genesis chapter 4 verse 17 simply says, "And Cain knew his wife." That's it. No name, no background, no explanation. So where did this woman come from? Today, we dive into one of the oldest mysteries in the Bible, the woman history forgot, the unnamed wife of Cain. When Adam and Eve stepped out of Eden, the world was nothing like the paradise they had known. The soft ground became hard under their feet. The air felt heavier. Survival now required sweat, pain, and struggle. Still, life began again. Their first son, Cain, worked the soil. Their second son, Abel, cared for flocks. Both brought offerings to God, one of the field, one of the animals. But only Abel's sacrifice was accepted, and in the quietness of a field, jealousy overtook Cain. The world's first murder stained the earth. God confronted him. "Your brother's blood cries out to me." Cain was judged, cursed to wander. Yet God, in mercy, placed a mark on him, a sign that even in punishment, he would be protected. Cain fled eastward, into the land of Nod. And then suddenly, the Bible drops a mystery. And Cain knew his wife. A wife? Where was she hiding? Genesis never mentioned her. For centuries, this one unanswered verse sparked debates among scholars and skeptics. But the answer doesn't appear in Genesis. It appears in a text preserved in ancient Jewish tradition, discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls, and still carried in the Ethiopian tradition, the Book of Jubilees. In this ancient record, a name appears. A name Genesis does not mention. Awan. The text explains that Adam and Eve had many sons and daughters. Children not listed in Genesis because the early writers focused only on the main storyline. Awan, one of these daughters, became Cain's wife. Even the Jewish historian Josephus wrote that Adam and Eve had many children, and the early world was populated through them. To the people of that ancient age, sibling marriage was not forbidden, it was necessary. Humanity had to grow from the only family that existed. According to the Book of Jubilees, Cain married Awan. Seth later married Asherah, another sister. And through these early unions, civilization began. So why was Awan's name removed from the familiar text? Some scholars say Genesis simply wasn't trying to tell every story. Its purpose was to trace one sacred line, the lineage of Seth, the line that would eventually lead to Noah, Abraham, and the Messiah. Cain's branch was a different path, a darker one, marked by blood and exile. By the time Moses wrote the law, sibling marriage was strictly forbidden. So perhaps the scribes chose silence instead of explanation. To speak Awan's name would raise questions. Questions ancient readers might have found unnecessary or even uncomfortable. And so her name faded, not because she was unimportant, but because the focus shifted to the thread of redemption. Yet her memory survived in older writings, waiting to be rediscovered. Imagine the world east of Eden, a harsh land, wild and unforgiving. Cain and Awan built a life there. Simple shelters, small fires, a beginning in the wilderness. There their son was born, Enoch. Cain named a city after him, the first city ever mentioned in Scripture. From this family came builders, musicians, metalworkers, the first sparks of civilization. Jabal, father of tent dwellers and herdsmen. Jubal, father of music. Tubal-Cain, master of bronze and iron. All from the line born in exile. The cursed became the creators. The wanderers became the pioneers of human culture. And behind it all stood a woman the Bible never names. Awan, the first mother outside paradise. History nearly erased her. Her name vanished from common scripture, but her influence survived. Without Awan, there would be no city of Enoch, no early culture, no craftsmen, no music, no industry. Her life is a reminder that unnoticed people can shape the world. Her story shows us that God can allow beauty to rise even from judgment, that even those cast out of Eden were not abandoned. Awan's story teaches us that the Bible's mysteries are not always in the lines we read. Sometimes they're in the lines that were never written. So who was Cain's wife? Not a stranger, not a woman from another world, not a separate creation. She was Awan, daughter of Adam and Eve, sister of Cain, and mother of humanity's new beginning. A woman forgotten in the main text, but remembered in the ancient records of early believers. Awan's name may have been silenced, but her legacy continues in every generation that followed. As we uncover the story of Cain and the long-forgotten mystery surrounding his wife, one thing becomes clear. Scripture often leaves space for us to search, to question, and to look deeper. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about the mystery of Cain's wife? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read your perspective. If this mystery opened your eyes or helped you see the Bible in a new way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so others can explore these hidden truths as well. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.